Faceless Void here.
Alright, here we go. Is this a smoke coming out yet? No, just the 4 heroes starting to make their way towards this bottom side of the map.
Well, we're gonna have a brawl if all raiding come down here as well.
Looking good.
Wouldn't mind a little
inYourdreaM just on his lonesome. Top forever alone up here.
Uh-oh. Don't do it. Alrighty, they're not grouped up just yet.
No,
Yeah, they won't be able to punish. They just saw KuKu.
They got a Blightstone as well on this Enchantress, and with that enchant, he's going to start taking a fair amount of damage.
Yeah, there's not really much the Storm can do. Polo has to pick up the cogs at 1. But he's going to block it back. JaCkky actually time walks aggressively.
30 seconds.
Okay, so he's alright.
That's 2 not so ideal spells being skilled. You know, you obviously want the battery assault to be effective in the lane, and now with the Faceless Void, obviously the time lock is really effective against any sort of contesting. Just seemed like you get so much more than the other team. inYourdreaM positioning himself to be able to meet up with anyone that's going to be coming from this bounty rune. Well, see this combination, the Night Stalker and Zephyr. Thinks I can take the companion cube. Probably not both of them, but...
Well, they do get 3 though from Dire. So they're going to have a bit of an advantage there with the start of the bounties. So we'll see how T1 can fare when this one ends up continuing. Looks like Grimstroke is trying to block the camp. Unfortunately, he's not going to find the ward on the high ground with the position at the moment. But against the Doom, very smart play coming over, at least making sure he doesn't have that opportunity if the camp available near him.
Seeing if there's anything super out of the ordinary in terms of item builds to start things off. Not really. Maybe Poloson going for a little bit more of the brawly style with that windlace rather than finishing up the boots entirely. Yeah, I think he's still going to have to wait at least until iceiceice hits into that level 2. Right now he's just trying to accelerate that as much as he can with the shadow wave. Just nuke the waves as quickly as possible, making sure he gets it before the Faceless Void and the Enchantress.
Yeah, and also like we've seen the Clockwerk sometimes. If you've got a hero who can't really secure his CS, you'll pick up Rocket Flare just to help with the range creep. But because Clockwerk went cogs, maybe it's also kind of forcing him to pick up Shadow Wave just so you do get that range CS.
Tried to go for it there. Making sure to deny as many cogs as he can, not to feed a little bit of extra gold over to Whitemon.
Also like the emphasis that Polo's done. Block the small camp, he also body blocked the hard camp as well, so lane against the Enchantress, and we saw that Doom before as well. But here's the level 2 already picked up from Polo, but they get out of the cogs, so a little bit of harassment. But yeah, a lot of emphasis on blocking the camps against the Doom and the Enchantress. Well aware of how vital that is for them.
He's low.
Oh.
Yeah. That's all he needed. Enchant gets the impetus. I think it was just a little bit early there from Poloson going in before iceiceice had actually reached up onto his level 2, so he didn't have the poison touch to be able to get the increased damage over to Whitemon. Ends up costing him.
Yeah, it's a nice little first blood to be able to find there. Enchantress the one to pick it up. So what's he got coming out on the corridor with that Windlace, Sentry, Clarity. Windlace is going to be really nice here, considering that they're slow from the poison touch, and also Polo is a hero that really wants to kind of stick on top of the enemy team. But he doesn't body block up the hard camp. Did it previously, now not going to do it. So we'll allow Whitemon to be able to play around with one of the creeps. How's this top lane going? As long as KuKu can honestly get a decent amount out of this throughout the daytime, and it looks like he is so far. 12-2. Zephyr did a pretty good job at being able to drag the wave back here. He's actually denied a full wave over, and that's just another kill coming through actually. iceiceice, man. The Whitemon and JaCkky are punishing.
Very good job here, and this is not the start that you want as a Dazzle. He's very much a lane dominating style of hero, so the fact that you've itemized correctly with getting the Blightstone to be able to punish that if they do overextend is really effectively done.
Top lane though, KuKu's in trouble. I was helping out a bunch. Looks like that extra sustain. You see the aggression they want to try and put on with KuKu there early. This is a nice kind of combo where, you know, Sven's got that bonus movement with the war cry and then also getting buffed up, you know, with the ink swell as well. So it does allow you to close the distance and have a couple of stuns to really put some aggression on his Abed mid lane though, level 5, so might be able to get a solo kill on Carl and will do. Nicely done from the Storm Spirit. This is one of Abed's best heroes and, you know, put it on a treat so far.
So you mentioned to me in a previous game, you know, the things that tilt you more than running up to a ward and then having it expire right in your face.
Yeah. Nice.
They're going on.
Just getting killed once again, so that's rough. But what's tilting? What happened?
Well, when you're playing an IO and then your core that you're tethered to the entire time giving extra HP and mana to, if you're tethered, just uses the tango themselves rather than giving it over to you. That's a little tilt.
Yeah, there's a couple things to list. Getting stacked up. They might try and kill Carl actually again mid. Polo with the wraparound. He's also got 2 points in the battery soul, so this should be nice attempt with that boulder. Might allow him to get on the higher ground, but even Abed stuck in. But that's kind of where he wants to be to utilize the remnants. So those Zephyr's going to come through. Carl with that bracer and bond, a little bit of extra stats, and they're actually going to try and turn on Polo, who does take a decent amount of damage there. But oh my god, bro, this is a bit of an issue because a 4-death start for your iceiceice Dazzle. You know, we've seen how Neon are able to play it, how he's one of the, you know, the strongest hero in the game, and you kind of play around him, but might not feel like that so far.
Absolutely not. See Whitemon, he's starting to walk up towards the where the bounty was previously. Is he just getting a super deep ward? No, okay, he's getting the sentry over there. Is he done? A lot of understanding for when he can start to make these movements over. Grabs the Hellbear Smasher for himself, so as soon as iceiceice gets back to this lane, unless he's got someone backing him up, could very well just quickly go down again. Only going to be about 5 seconds away from that enchant spell.
Mid lane though, Carl's in trouble. TP coming through from KuKu is going to be a little bit too late to keep Carl alive. He does at least get a kill, and Abed's actually going to be kind of careful. KuKu needs some mana. He's got 4 stick charges to be able to utilize. He's also forces out a lot of rotations there. Oh no,
Ice gonna die again.
Ice, that's 5 deaths, so oh god. I don't know how he has a game. Like, do you have to go Midas now? Like, I don't know. What does he do?
You're just trying to trigger me now. You know, that's.
But like, what does he do though? Like, let's be real. He's got 5 deaths. He's literally just gonna be like a 4. He's a position 4. He's not a 3.5. He's a 4 this game.
Well, you have to pray that someone's going to come down to this bottom lane to stop all this pressure because, you know, you've got all this regen. They pop the glyph, but it's only going to be able to do so much. Rocket Flare trying to delay things up a little bit, but that siege creep's going to do a decent amount of damage just on its own to the tower. You can see 3 heroes coming down, and I think this is the kind of thing that you have to commit. You need to make sure that at least JaCkY's not going to fall completely out of control.
And I brought up the fact that they don't have a lot of damage in Chrono, and I think JaCkY has to have a really good game, because otherwise, you know, the team just won't be able to provide anything once he chalks up the ultimates. And well, he has had I don't know if you could ask for a better start to lane. Maybe not getting 2 assists, maybe getting all 5 of those kills might be a little bit better, but I mean, he is doing incredibly well. Although, you know, still mirroring is Abed, who's actually top of the net worth, and we'll see if they can maybe create some more stacks for him so he can just flash farm and maybe come online a little bit earlier. But that is such an early minus timing from JaCkY.
The fact that Abed has this much farm against a Doom is actually so next level. You know, he's playing this fantastically well. On your point of, you know, it'd be nice if JaCkY was 5-0-0 instead of 3-0-2. Honestly, without Whitemon there to be able to set this up, he might not even have any. So I think if you could take 3 of them, you're going to be very happy with how that's gone up. This would be a nice kill for him though if he's able to secure onto Whitemon. Looks like he'll be able to get away in time though.
You do see Abed though, you know, really trying to help out early on and get involved. iceiceice even gets a D ward just before the minute mark. Maybe Abed might be able to get the pull. No, it doesn't actually try and attempt it. So it's at least a kill they're able to find over onto the Ire. It does, you know, force them to lose the Grimstroke. The supports are at a decent level at the moment. You know, Whitemon level 5, the Clockwerk level 5 as well. But unfortunately, that's where we see the Dazzle having a bit of a rough time. And Sven's made this farming rotation back to the jungle. This nighttime, we've just seen, you know, KuKu, you know, zone him out here. He hasn't been able to, you know, get involved with a kill. Well, he did TP mid, but since then, you know, it's just been a lane where he's free farming and trying to put a little bit of pressure on the tower.
Dire's top tower is under
He's just
attack.
sitting back. He's got his belt of strength in his backpack. I think every little bit of HP that you can possibly get, you just need to make sure that that's always available to you. He's gonna move that one into his inventory sooner rather than later. He's got a nice little wave coming into him though, so a little bit more farm coming his way. He'll get up onto his level 6 shortly.
I'm surprised at the positioning from this Sven at the moment. Wouldn't really expect him to be farming here. Looks like they were trying to maybe find the Void making a rotation through the jungle, but I guess it was...
Void's fine to sit back. You know, he's opted to go this Midas due to the great start that he's had. So that's one way to, if you're not going to go Battle Fury, definitely keep up with the Sven as it gets into the later game.
All right, here we go. They're going to smoke up. Polo's got the level 6 as well. Carl, got to keep in mind, he's got the Doom, so you got to be careful how deep you want to dive. Let's see if they can bring him down to start. However, oh no, the Vortex doesn't actually find him now. Doom checks the War Storm. Got to be careful because the Battery Assault, however, is going to stop that cast animation of the ultimate. Now, Radiant, do they still want to continue for more? However, Whitemon can join them up from the top side if he's going to wrap down, and even JaCkky's here as well. The Void slows up the Grimstroke.
He's available.
Time Rock's going to be up back again. It's actually going to move forward. Doesn't even need that big ultimate. Just get a kill. They've got the Water of the High Ground though, so KuKu's trying to pursue them. But it's right by that 10-minute mark, so they really want to contest the bounties. And look at KuKu go with the help of the Ire, straight away trying to get on top of the back. Even iceiceice's going to do his best to help out as well. But you got to be careful how aggressive you want to show. Now Abed is just a lot of his men in the chrono. JaCkky finds 3, but where is the damage follow-up? He's going to at least be able to bring down 1, but Abed's still trying to clean up KuKu. Now even the Sven's going to get involved as well. KuKu chucks up the ultimate inYourdreaM. The stun off to the backline, but Abed, he's in trouble. iceiceice's going to be able to give him some protection with the Grave. Carl's coming forward as well, trying to chase down the Sven underneath the tier 1 tower. Nice stuff, holds him back. Xepter straight on top of him as well, just enabling him to continue with the dive. Look at KuKu, man, this silence. He didn't need a retreat. That Dark Ascension, just the mobility flying through and out. KuKu, he gets a 555 down from Dire, and T1, they've got a 5,000 net worth lead.
Feels good, man.
Feels goddamn good.
Poloson, he was able to sneak through, get the bounty routes, so denying a little bit away from T1, but be able to get away at least. Wait, did they even take the bounty route? Poloson?
Zip in.
Go in.
Daytime.
Be
Radiant.
nice.
They're coming over. Silence going to prevent the fall damage coming through from the Storm Spirit. Now let's see if the dive's going to work out. Abed used a decent amount of mana. Still kind of hanging around at the moment. Looks like they won't have the fall up in the catch, so Polo's going to be the target. Boots, Windlace, and Fade Approach. Unfortunately, not enough against a match shot, Scorch, and Phase and Drums from Carl plus the Ire. Man, that's a lot of movement speed from both of them.
With that Centaur creep as well, he's just going straight into the Blink Dagger, not worrying about the Ogre Axe into the BKB. Why not? You know, you need everything, every little bit that you need to lock down this Storm Spirit as much as possible. So get right on top of him. Or, like you mentioned before, the Sven, before he pops that God Strength, hinders his ability to have this longer term impact in team fights.
And inYourdreaM is not getting a lot of farm at all. You only see he's got 69 last hits. Somehow the Void has 92. I mean, yes, the Void's pretty much had a free lane, but there's Sven having this built-in farming mechanic. We see, unfortunately, you know, this is going to be a game where hopefully Abed can make the space, and hopefully they can, you know, find some stacks for inYourdreaM to kind of come online around that timing. You know, the thing to keep in mind is that the Faceless Void is a bit more reliant on the chrono and does take a little bit longer to kind of come online compared to the Sven. But hey, Ice has got the Necro book, so this should be able to give him at least a relatively decent way to shove out the lanes and get some farm for himself.
Yeah. Shout out to Whitemon, that's how the Void has all this farm.
Yeah.
Pressuring iceiceice so much, getting, was it 5 deaths, I believe, in the lane?
Yep.
And it just meant that iceiceice, it was a free lane. Like, he might have been in the lane, but he did not leave this area just to the front of the tier 1 bot tower.
And we saw Whitemon's performance on the Enchantress yesterday, and it's honestly just popping off again. He's got 11 kill participation out of the 14 right now from T1. And this is a daytime where Dire just feel like they can't really do much to contest the, I guess the weakness of the Night Stalkers. They're gonna smoke up KuKu. He's even going Aghanims, man. They feel like so far ahead. He's got 1300 gold in the bank as well, and honestly, he's gonna get a decent timing considering he's also going for a couple other items here.
Dire are scanning.
You don't need the extra Hunter in the Night movement speed. You can just go that straight void damage. It's so much AoE potential, and you're always going to have the mana to do it with the IO linking you up in these team fights. I can't see them changing it over to the Faceless Void until he's at least, I'd say, level 20 on JaCkky here.
What's he got at the moment? Mask Madness after on the Void. Chrono level 2 as well. Top lane, Carl.
You've got the relocate already. The Doom is mid-cast.
Bye, bed. Surely just stand your ground. Maybe get a CS. Oh, it gets one. Get an extra one. Nah, he won't. Nicely done from Carl. That was the blink freshly picked up there. And, maybe Abed pleading for his life. Dropping the
Double damage.
communicating. But Whitemon, well, he's very far pushed out here. And then Polo might be able to punish this. Meanwhile, inYourdreaM also gets another kill. So 2 down from T1. JaCkky. He's got the chrono. The Soulbind gonna make it difficult with the silence as well. They just don't even need it, man. JaCkky's on a mega kill streak. He's chunking him down with a DD to help out in his favor.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Maybe he was like, what kind of hats you got? Trade for my life.
Give me this. I'll give you some cosmetics. I'll give you the best one. Just keep me alive here. Don't do me. Let me escape. I feel like I'm the only way we come back in this game. I need to kind of pop off. And Abed's done his best. He's 5-2-0. Highest net worth of the moment here from Team Dog, and he's actually going to be going for the Bloodstone as his first item.
Looking for me?
I mean, it's pretty standard for the Storm, but you got to get kills for it to be impactful. Yes, he's did pretty damn well being 5-2-0, but
Gotcha.
It's looking a little rough with the start that iceiceice had. It's like he might be going into the Greaves after...
Oh no, not another death. iceiceice. Not like this. It's 7 now of the game for him. And you see instantly though, with a couple of heroes showing down bot Dire, they're going to try and de-ward their own jungle. But even Polo walking up might be in trouble.
They're going to zip forward here on Abed? He's thinking.
Yeah, just melts through, gets help, and then 258 gold for him, so close to the Bloodstone, but now with Chronosphere committed, they're going to be able to find his Sven, and he has absolutely no full-off assistance. They've already dealt with a couple of extra supports, and the rest of Dire are on the high ground, so instantly KuKu's coming over just to make sure if they're still here, we can maybe punish them. Abed. TP's on cooldown. KuKu, can he get him? Ready for the silence. Abed's gonna have to do something here. Okay, Vortex into Zip. Man, he was playing with fire though, and it looks like Polo as well. He's just gonna get caught out. Carl moves incredibly fast, so easily gonna be able to chase down the Clockwerk. Oh, nicely done actually. Stunned up even from the Infernal, but he gets the hook shot off nonetheless.
Need level 2 on the Doom as well, so you're going to have that extra damage coming through from the Doom. Even the Sven at that point is going to have a hard time just standing there and fighting, copping all the damage.
You're kind of like game 1 honestly, where how ahead Team Dog were, but now T1 they're like, we're gonna try and stomp a second game here with a 9,000 net worth lead. Dire, they are grouped up. KuKu's in prime spot. Smoke's gonna pop instantly, and well, where's the detection? They're pinging it out like, hello team, we need some vision right now, but they're all grouped up.
And you got Raw on the back lines as well.
Oh, this nice time advantage as well. Let's see if they can jump. This is a perfect time to be able to break down the double sides as well on top of the iron. Meanwhile, Sven, he's caught out here. Carl simultaneously going to be able to jump the core. In trouble is inYourdreaM. They're going to be able to secure the kill. They're not done just yet. As JaCkky with the BKB is going to be able to deal with the rest. Abed hanging around. Is going to try and deal with the support with the zip away. But now, Carl. No more follow-up though. So 4 down on Dire. I mean, Abed gets a little bit of... there's no chance. He's just going to taunt himself away,
never
bro.
Say never in the Southeast Asian.
That's true.
There's always
like,
a chance.
Why not? Let's dive Team 4.
Looking good.
Let's do it.
That's a good way to throw the game.
Even the small things not going in Team Dog's favor this time around. iceiceice, he was being a good Dazzle. He was waiting until the very last minute to use the shallow grave onto the Sven, maybe try and get a little bit of a turnaround, take one of the supports down with him, and then JaCkky just turns onto him, hits him once, gets a triple bash, and in that time, the Sven just goes down from the DPS from the Doom. So it's a rough one for Team Dog, that's for sure.
Polo misses the hook on Whitemon as well. And KuKu's got a DD. See who's going to be able to find inYourdreaM's the target. They've got the relocate, but that might be a little bit too deep without follow-up vision to see where the rest of Dire are. And even though it is nighttime,
drops the cogs. He's scared.
let's see. Well, even though it's nighttime, I mean, they still got Chrono. They didn't even use it. They're just going to jump iceiceice. Oh my god. With the help of the Iro, the attack speed coming through from JaCkky is through the roof. iceiceice will fall. They've even got vision on Abed as well, so he's got to be careful, Carl, without the Doom. Although Abed with the ward on the high ground sees KuKu wrapping down pretty aggressively here, so thinking that they're making a play. Although we're still got to be careful, man.
Lingering double damage. Wears off now. Still got a minute or so, and the Dark Ascension available. Getting pretty close to that Aghanim Xepter as well. Only about 650 gold away for KuKu. I mean, this just feels so much better as a draft for T1, right? Yep. You've got Doom frontlining. You've got the Night Stalker that's able to do so as well. The nice landing stage helps, of course.
Oh, without a doubt. I mean, it really enables them. You know, you see the difference there. When you have such a strong laning stage, you can kind of just transition into a very strong mid game, and now they just walk into Roche. Like, they still got nighttime for a little bit. And that's finally Storm picked up the Bloodstone here, so hopefully Abed, you know, the good thing this game for the Storm Spirit is, again, there's two very squishy supports in the Enchantress and also the Ire. He has to put a lot of attention on these heroes though, but you're just gonna see, like, Carl's gonna make sure he finds that Doom connection. You know, even the Night Stalker is gonna be a massive nuisance. Wouldn't be surprised if we see like a blink picked up afterwards. iceiceice might even die as well here. He's still sticking around for the bounties even though they were taking Roche, so that's now gonna be his 10th death of the game here. May as well just chalk it up before they even start right-clicking to make him waste their time. But yeah, he's gonna go up to 10. It's actually what's happening here as well. They're gonna be able to find another kill on the Grimstroke potentially. If they want to dive to tier 2, they'll double back. Soulbind's out. They want to punish them, but I guess it's pretty difficult with the relocate. Meanwhile, Abed, he's got an arcane. So, well, there we go. Some Bloodstone charges. You know, this is maybe Abed can bring him back. Who knows? He's 8-2. He's gonna have to have a masterclass performance though.
Dire's top
oh, they nearly stopped the TP away from Carl there.
Oh no.
Just get away.
Carl. Oh my god, perfect timing. Abed, look what he's doing. Bouncing back and getting time. Abed, no, he got so greedy there.
Just standing there.
Oh no.
Don't even look at him.
What's happening mid though, Night Stalker? Trying to bring their Ultra T-Pin out. Mass. Oh my, that was, he's playing with fire. I mean, this is literally the only way they win, and now Abed dying there. I mean, it's 12 Bloodstone charges. This one's really now seems out of hand.
Is under attack.
Gonna need Carl to use a neutral. Finally got the Vampire Fangs coming out to him, which is gonna be pretty helpful for the night vision. So. But yeah. JaCkky, I couldn't have said it better myself. Sven is missing. It feels like this Sven just has not had the same impact of any of the Svens we've really seen super early on. Faceless Void, great way to be able to deal with him, especially if you take away all those saves.
Look at what Carl's doing right now. He doesn't give an absolute damn. Although they don't kill off, so that's a BKB for nothing. Well, I guess a 10-second charge use. Polo's actually going to move forward here. Abed's back alive, and have you dive too deep? You know, the Doom's on cooldown. Xepter's trying to give him a little bit of help, but the relocate's still down as well, so they got to be careful. But there we go. JaCkky Chrono flying through. But where's the forward? Once again, pops the BKB. They haven't killed anyone just yet on Radiant. Finally, the Doom's going to end up falling, but Soulbind controlling them. Abed's still got a little bit of mana to be able to utilize, but on top of the back, Polo, he hasn't been able to retreat with the rest of the team. So without the damage, with the help on this Sven, and the Storm really needs to find the pick off on some of the supports, not when they're all grouped up as a team, so it's going to make it so difficult. JaCkky just picks up the MKB as well. Time walking aggressively. Finding iceiceice. Still got the protection on the Aegis here. They're going to try and continue chasing down, but KuKu, the constant AoE on the Void, making it super difficult. Abed going to try and find Whitemon. They drop the Sentry, although the attack slot is still making it pretty awkward. Silenced up. I mean, Sven's going to be alive in 15 seconds. They got to do something here from T1. You've stayed around for a little bit too long. Abed back in. He's going to be able to block him off with the cogs. Beautifully placed here with a choke point. They even get the X-Force stun as well, so a lot of Bloodstone charges now going the way of the Storm Spirit. They're going to try and turn it back. Can he find an extra? Abed just gets the zip away. Look at his health, look at his mana. A ball maybe from Zephyr, but no, it's too far out of range. But JaCkky, he doesn't give a damn. Still chasing down underneath the teacher tower. iceiceice trucks out the grave. Here we come, inYourdreaM backline, but he doesn't have the god strength. It's not a little bit too late though. So JaCkky goes to work beyond godlike streak. He's like, alright, I absolutely don't care right now how deep I go.
Still had Carl on to the sidelines, waiting for that extra little bit of commitment. Doom and War Stomp available, but this kind of just feels like the shared understanding of, you know what, T1, you've probably got this one, so let's just keep running our faces into each other.
Let's just do a good old Southeast Asia bloodbath and see how many kills we can get. A bash maybe? JaCkky? Doesn't get it. No. This is 16,000 net worth lead, and now it's going to even increase as well with the tier 2 tower. So only 3% chance at the moment for the boys over on Team Dog. It's getting pretty grim.
You've done it again.
I have done it again. I was waiting for you to say something. I definitely meant it this time. Always checking out the puns.
Radiant are scanning.
Oh, this is so fun, dude. He's almost ahead of Daryl. Oh, almost ahead of iceiceice. It's funny how much I don't even know him, but I literally hear like so many casters use iceiceice's real name. That's what I just. It's funny how like it's kind of ingrained in.
Whenever someone says Daryl, it just reminds me of that episode of The Simpsons where they're playing baseball and Daryl Strawberry's there.
It's funny how you get the related back to Simpsons.
I can always relate it back to Simpsons.
Such a good show. Oh, the force from Whitemon. Cute play, inYourdreaM. Now they drop the Chronosphere, and I'm gonna need you down. What a play from Whitemon. He has been styling. Meanwhile, bot Soulbind and BKB used. Zephyr looks like he came through to help with the rear of the cape, but now Radiant, they're gonna come through. They saw all the dire heroes down bottom at the moment. The Aegis does tick out. They know the Chrono's on cooldown as well, but the nighttime. Beautiful stage for KuKu to fight. He's even got the health for Zephyr, so just right clicking down the Clockwerk. Inkspell's going to give him some space. He'll attempt the TP, but it's a bit ambitious with the Void still available here. So gotta be careful though. Looks like with the rest of the team, they just dipped out. So yeah, Polo's ultra dead.
There was some people on the T1 team that were pinging that tier 3 mid, and then KuKu's like, no, it's nighttime. It's time to go.
I want to fight. Kills, not objectives.
Zip! Looking good. Dazzle! Told you a storm was coming.
Let's see. Radiant, I mean, I guess.
What are you thinking?
Oh, I don't know, honestly. I'm like, what's the plan, man? You're 21,000 gold ahead. I know Chrono's down. You know, this might feel like the night time to end it, because this is what I don't even know how Dire come back in this game. This feels kind of rough. Kind of rough's an understatement, to be honest.
Yeah. I think the plan has to be hook the IO with the Inkswell on yourself, cause the rotations to come through. Oh, well, he misses the hook, so.
And now look at Whitemon, man. He's so farmed at the moment. The damage that he's dishing out, they need a retreat. KuKu with the blink forward. Instantly on top of iceiceice, going to be able to bring him down. Another kill for this Faceless Void, and they're diving inside the base. They got the Still on top of the Grimstroke. Void stopping the follow-up on top of the Sven as well. So that's just a couple heroes down, and with that, they're just going to walk up higher gun. This is, maybe the Storm can delay it for as long as possible, killing off the creeps. Oh, Carl almost gets him. Yeah, definitely not going to be able to deal with the siege creep, so they'll at least, maybe have to pop the glyph here. With that one, Radiant, they're going to mirror that just to keep it. But they've got another wave coming in already.
Tower is under attack.
Carl, get it!
Party die like that.
And they're really trying to catch him out. All right, Die, let's see one more defense here. Not that they've really had a high ground defense. One more fight. Let's dish it out. Inkswell forward. Abed. Oh, no, doesn't find the angle.
Everyone's back alive, so you can back off. There's nothing stopping them to get your next tier of items from the new camps. Still got plenty of time on that night time, so no massive rush.
This looks like a perfect example of how to beat a Sven. Just he won, and then Sven has no game at all. Oh.
The Carl will look to take them just for that extra movement speed.
He's already moved so goddamn fast, and he's going to be moving near like over 500 now with that. One of the better neutral items you can pick up.
There's the Echo Saber on the Sven. It gives them some sort of fighting potential for now. He is nearly 7 levels behind though, so be a little concerned about that. But again, oh no, they're not finding another pickoff, are they?
Oh, it seems like it might be reading this ward on the high ground. They see iceiceice and inYourdreaM. But they're well aware of the positioning right now, and Abed's a little worried that. Oh, there we go. It's actually Radiant scanning up top, so they know someone's trying to push it out because Carl, he's coming over. See if he can find the proper jump. Polo's just going to scout him out now. I don't think Abed wants to go forward because they can always relocate, but he's going to try and turn. Hookshot's going to prevent the doom. There's no extra help coming through. Just never mind. KuKu is there, so I mean, even with an arcane, you kind of wanted to chalk up the ulti, but it's just.
Yeah, this is honestly what Abed's doing is the plan. Get as close to your Aghanim Xepter as possible. That's the only way you're going to win. If you get Xepter, pull in.
Oh, JaCkky, time walk forward. They're going to be careful with their clump up because there's the Chrono. KuKu on top of the background as well. It's going to try and disrupt the iceiceice. They just melt through this Sven. They don't have buybacks. Abed can do all he can hope for, but he's done his best to attempt for them to come back into this game, but it looks like that might just be too much for them to handle. This T1 28,000 lead. Another beautiful Chrono from JaCkky, and you see the Night Stalker, disrupting the backline as well, making it difficult for the iceiceice Dazzle to be able to control them there.
Abed's just zipping out into this neutral camps, trying to get any farm wherever he can.
There we go. Finally, going to be able to
B-Cell and Null Talisman get a bit closer, but is Courier even close by? It's just sitting in the base, yeah, so he just goes there himself and tries to pick it up.
Uh-oh, he's under vision. Gonna blink forward on Carl. There we go. Finds the connection, drops the tomb. Abed instantly with the voice lines, but he is ultra dead. There's no way. Maybe actually he's gonna get back inside the base. Nice coax. Carl gonna retreat away with the relocate so that his doom now wasted, and they might even get a kill on the IO. So, they'll get something. And yeah, Radiant, they've completely left him. Abed just scouting out. Make sure no one's coming. And he very close to the Aghanims here, so Xepter popped the beak. Oh god.
Did he have a beak?
Yeah, he just popped the beak at me.
He just wanted to live,
Yeah, he doesn't want to die.
Boy, live. Well, Roche is taken.
She's just the sacrifice on the IO. Abed, come on, jump, steal it. Just Spidey senses. Yeah, that could be the play.
Nah, it's not happening.
Done, without a doubt. But got to do.
What if?
Yeah, exactly. What do they do? I mean, they're down 32k. You got to think it's some. You got to conceptualize some crazy plays for them to come back. Maybe killing off Whitemon here might be one of them, but the Inkswell leading forward. Abed still got to be careful. It's not easy to kill him with the attacks though. Now Radiant instantly beelining over. Hookshot, unfortunately for Polo's off the mark. Now they're going to try and tip with the back. iceiceice will be punished. And meanwhile, Polo just kited through. Whitemon needs to back off here to kite to get that further damage with the impetus. He will be able to do so. And meanwhile, Abed, he's back in. The regen. KuKu with the vision though. JaCkky's hunting. Chrono's going to be up in 8 seconds here. Back in he goes. Into the TP. Can they cancel? No, they can't.
All the tips coming through.
It felt like this has been a, even though they're losing, kind of a fun game here for Abed.
I mean, that did delay things a fair amount. By the time they're pushing forward, everyone's going to be back alive. Sven is going to have his God Strength back available. Oh, he's super deep. He actually stopped wait for Xepter.
Man, the balls on him right now. Even just Bloodstone with the Aghanims, unfortunately, doesn't have a regen like before, but it's just
cuts the wave.
The wave is still pushed in top, so unfortunately, you're not going to have that play. And even inYourdreaM's here as well. He's maybe...
What's he doing there?
Oh, I don't know, trying to find some creeps, I guess, and get some farm, but now they're gonna have to TP back because I mean, the base, it's currently getting melted by JaCkky's Faceless Void, who still has, you know, with the Aegis advantage as well. Blink for Carl straight on top of inYourdreaM. Pops the BKB, inYourdreaM still holding keys at the moment. Not even going to pop it just yet. I mean, maybe hoping if he's got an extra life. iceiceice trying to protect him with the grave. It's a little bit too late. The tips coming out from KuKu. Now JaCkky, there we go. Time look forward. A beautiful chrono finds two. That's the best target on top of the Dazzle. Abed's going to try and zip forward. You know, only finds one with the protection of the BKB. Triple buybacks forced out here, but what can you get in return? Dive, you need to find something. There we go. Double soul bind. Once again with the God Strength inYourdreaM. Dishing out a little bit, but JaCkky, he's just going to turn. It's got the Satanic, the extra life still not even being utilized just yet. And oh my god, usually Sven's the one to just be cutting people down and doing an immense amount of damage, but it's not going to show. It's actually the Void who's on top of this game, and it looks like T1 finally, they might have to force Team Dog to tap out. 44,000 net worth lead, and this was been kind of night and day difference from game 1 to game 2. It's now mega creeps once they get that last racks up and dropping some items. Somehow it gets out. Oh, good old Storm. Come on, Carl, come inside. You know you want to. Come find me. Oh, he's at least delaying this. Drops the axe after using it. Surprised they're still in this one, but yeah, it's this has been a beautiful performance from T1.
Dire's middle barracks has fallen.
Try and catch him.
Are under attack.
An interesting way to close out the day here, to say the least.
Oh yeah, for sure.
The Radiant now
Woo, Abed, 3-man vortex, let's go. No, they're not calling it quits just yet. Looks like T1's gonna force them to try and tap out. I mean, Tier 4s are in shambles. They're even gonna waste a little bit more time with the glyph, but maybe one more defense with everyone alive in 10 seconds. Not that they would really. I mean, there's a moonshot on Carl.
He's the attack speed, bro.
He's shredding them down. Look how fast. Hook shot forward. Can you get the cheese off? Won't be able to. Now, Io as well is taking a little bit of damage. Soulbind, Faceless Void, control with the Io. There we go. The G's are dropped. They just wanted the kill. They knew this game was over. KuKu.
Very good. Just wanted to make sure they got the one kill that matters. Onto Carl, and T1 Entertainment and Sports takes out the victory. Very convincing. Very entertaining.